Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Simon Ree here on Twitter posting this, an interesting perspective of the market right now. He says, yield curve inversion does tend to precede major black swan events. And here's the yield curve inversion. You can see in the past, he's noting the black swan events that occurred when we saw this level dip down. Like over here, preceded the recession following SNL crisis and Iraq invading Kuwait way back in 1989 and into 1990. Over here, preceded the Russian gold crisis and LTCM collapse. Over here in the late 90s, preceded the tech wreck. Right before the bubble popped, preceded the global financial crisis. We saw that 2007, 2008. Over here preceded the beer flu pandemic at the beginning of 2020. And now we're down here, guys. This was brought to my attention by John1140 on Twitter, so I gotta thank him for posting that. I mean, it's looking like the market is moving in the right direction, at least as of now. This is Bitcoin on the daily, right now trading at $21,400 per BTC. But, you know, we have been having a hard time getting up past this level. It's just been a slow grind to the upside. Comparatively, you know, this downtrend really was just a cascade of bearish movement. So, you know, right now, we're in a bit of a wait-and-see phase. I mean, the positive news, we are still forming what is looking like that Nike swoosh pattern. A similar pattern that we've seen on the chart several times before, right back here in 2018, coming out of that bear slump. And we also did see it up here, coming out of this interim low that we set back in mid-2021 before we saw Bitcoin reach its all-time high. So where is the market going? I mean, the rest of the crypto market's still in speculative phase. XRP right now trading just shy of 34 cents at 0.339. And I was quite surprised, you know, considering that news that BlackRock was moving into crypto, that Anthony Scaramucci is saying traders are actually not acting on this info, that they're sleeping on this info. The Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci says that inadequate attention is being paid to the foray into crypto by the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock. Scaramucci said in a CNBC interview that the move by the Larry Fink-led asset management behemoth to launch a spot Bitcoin private trust is an indication of institutional demand for crypto assets. And here's a quote from Scaramucci: "People are not paying close enough attention to what BlackRock is doing. If Larry Fink and his team are setting up a product related to Bitcoin, that is telling you that there is institutional demand out there. Whether they have a positive or negative opinion on Bitcoin, it doesn't matter." There's an expression back at the investment bank, Goldman Sachs, in the early 90s, feed the ducks. If the ducks want Bitcoin, set up a product and feed the ducks. And so I think this is a huge thing that's just not being expounded upon as much as it should be. So Anthony Scaramucci noticing that, you know, the traders that should be poised and ready to act are not acting on this information, at least not yet, which ultimately I think gives us an upper hand as retail traders to cost average down our XRP, for example, or our Cardano or Algorand or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you guys are deciding to buy right now. And so the altcoin market, let's bring up Total 2 real quickly here. The altcoin market down in general, but particularly all the coins except for Bitcoin are down still about 65% right now off their all-time highs. If we take it as an average, the market did go down as low as 75%, but right now we're up about 10% on altcoins. So still a good opportunity to buy. I think, of course, not financial advice, and Anthony Scaramucci also thinks the same. BlackRock unveiled a spot Bitcoin private trust designed to track the performance of the flagship crypto, so we know what happened with BlackRock. That was news from a couple of weeks ago now. Anthony Scaramucci not necessarily thinking Bitcoin is a good inflation hedge, nevertheless. He just doesn't think it's far enough along. On Bitcoin's ability to serve as an inflation hedge, he says, the Skybridge Capital founder and CEO says that the flagship crypto asset is yet to come of age due to the relatively low levels of adoption still. So this is the thing. Once we see more adoption for Bitcoin, it is going to push it into that realm. Bitcoin is still not mature enough yet. Okay, so this is another quote. It's still not a mature enough asset to be regarded as a potential inflation hedge. You don't have the wallet bandwidth in Bitcoin. When I first bought my Bitcoin, it was 80 million wallets. According to block analytics platform Glassnode, there's probably about 300 million wallets globally today. So until you get into the billions plus, I don't think you're going to see Bitcoin as an inflation hedge. It's still an early adoption technical asset. So he is still thinking we are still in the very early days of this crypto adoption. And, considering BlackRock has now made these announcements, maybe we are at that inflection point that, once the market does trend upwards, we are going to see more institutional money than ever before pour into cryptocurrencies. That is my prediction for the next bull run. Anyway, I wanted to thank Michael for posting that. I saw this one too, guys, from XRP Crypto Wolf. Binance announces new rewards for XRP holders. So in the same realm, we are seeing more XRP adoption. Binance has announced new rewards in the form of XRP for users who participate in its Learn and Earn courses by taking an online quiz on August the 24th. So that is going to happen tomorrow. If you guys are watching this video the day it comes out. Learn crypto, earn crypto. All verified users will be able to compete a new series of online courses and quizzes to earn free crypto. And so some of the cryptos that you can earn: XRP, LSK, and BTTC. As recently reported by You Today, Binance DeFi Staking added support for XRP, which allows users to stake their XRP and earn up to 1.4% in rewards. Binance also announced the addition of XRP as a means of payment with the Binance card, as I reported last week, making it available to over 60 million merchants globally through this integration. So it's looking as though Binance interested in integrating more XRP use cases, more incentives for people to want to purchase XRP. That's going to make XRP more liquid on the Binance exchange. We know Binance is one of the bigger exchanges in the world. But I think it's all part and parcel, really, to where XRP use cases are going in the future. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf just for posting that. I saw this, guys, too, an interesting story from T-Hole Benedict, OK Remit. All right, this is the trade name of Asian Net Co. Limited. They are partners now with Coins.ph, and if you guys don't remember, Coins.ph is that Ripple ODL partner in the Philippines, and so that's Japan's largest corridor. They plan to expand to more countries in the future. So Coins.ph is teaming up with OK Remit to enable low-cost remittances. Of course, this is Ripple-enabled, the Philippines' leading digital wallet provider and crypto exchange platform, and Asian Net Co. Limited, a money transfer company in Japan operating under the brand name OK Remit, have jointly launched the on-demand liquidity service on RippleNet to enable instant, low-cost cross-border payments from Japan to the Philippines. RippleNet is the global payments network of Ripple, the leader in enterprise blockchain cryptocurrency solutions. Today's announcement is a game changer for more than 300,000 Filipinos living in Japan. This was a comment by Coins.ph CEO Wei Zhu. Overseas Filipino workers are too often forced to rely on outdated, slow-moving, and expensive remittance services to transfer their hard-earned money back home, and now Coins.ph is committed to harnessing the power of blockchain-based cryptocurrency technologies to empower Filipinos to move money across borders in a fast and frictionless, secure, compliant, and affordable way, making the global currency transfer system more inclusive in the process. The ODL service we launched today with OK Remit is an exciting example of how we can achieve that. And if you guys look down here, it's interesting. OK Remit is committed to further expand their relationship with RippleNet and hopes to be able to offer similar services in the country. So this is just one example of how they really are looking to expand ODL throughout the world. Partnering with a Ripple ODL partner specifically is a good start, I guess. But OK Remit, I don't think they have historically had a partnership with RippleNet. So they're doing it now through Coins.ph, doing it first with the Filipino-Japanese corridor, which is a very active corridor to start, and then they're going to broaden out. I don't know if it's going to be in Southeast Asia specifically, or if they're going to broaden out into the Middle East or Europe or wherever. It does not state that in this article. Nevertheless, a Ripple ODL provider, Coins.ph, partnering up with another smaller fintech to provide ODL payments in that one particular Filipino-Japanese corridor first, and looking to expand worldwide in the future. Great news there. Wanted to thank T-Hole Benedict XRP for pointing that out. And yesterday, guys, I know you probably heard this news, this one from Matthew Liny here on Twitter. Wall Street's DTCC launches private blockchain platform to settle trades. Some things, though, that I wanted to go over about this particular announcement that I got thinking about yesterday when reading this, and I think it's important enough to share. So let me get into this first. If you guys didn't hear about this, this happened yesterday, August the 22nd, 2022. Wall Street giant DTCC launches private blockchain platform to settle trades more quickly. Now, this is on the R3 Corda settler, guys, and R3 does have the ability to settle with XRP. Just as a sidebar here, Project Eon is now processing an average of over 100,000 equity transactions a day using distributed ledger technology. The New York-based post Trade financial services company, which processes all trades in the U.S. stock market, so this is U.S. currency, has launched a private blockchain project aimed at settling trades more quickly for clients, according to a press release just yesterday. The DTCC acts as the counterparty for most trades in the U.S. and underpins the entire public securities market. Project Eon was the first created as a pilot project in 2020 and moved into a development program in September. DTCC says that it's now processing an average of over 100,000 bilateral equity transactions per day in a parallel processing environment and almost 160,000 on peak days. DTCC subsidiary, the Depository Trust Company, remains the authoritative source for transactions. So, basically settling all trades on U.S. stock exchanges, or most trades in the U.S., leveraging DLT technology, running on DTCC. We know this is running through Corda. We know Corda is Ripple enabled, okay? So giving you guys all the groundwork there. To add to that perspective, okay, Matthew, Liny, also added a few screen grabs here, just demonstrating how Project Ion works, potential digital accelerated settlement services. So you guys can see the diagram here. I don't know if it's too fuzzy, but trade capture, asset digitization, netting, and settlement. So this is modeled around their T+O settlement cycle, underpinned by DTCC's years of settlement experience. A potential digital accelerated settlement service has the promise of offering the industry an accelerated settlement option that does not compromise on the core benefits of DTCC centralized netting and risk management. So again, that was a case project study back in May of 2020. Enigma Ridrill down here saying you are mixing Corda Settler with the digital accelerated statement service, which have nothing to do with one another. By the way, Corda Settler can use any crypto. XRP is just one example of this. So just pointing that out, it is something to point out because we have to remember Corda Settler does not just exclusively utilize XRP. But Matt does say down here, all current assets, stocks, bonds, derivatives will and are being tokenized. And I think this is the biggest takeaway here. So go look at the R3 consortium. This platform will use the best settlement token at the current time. It could be XRP, it could be XDC, or whatever protocol is best in that swap. So not exclusive to XRP, however. Some things that I've noticed here are looking very positive for the XRP community. Extra VOD here on Twitter posted this. Okay, and he wrote, I definitely fell off my chair after this one. Mr. Poole on the 13th of August, 2022, posted this, ready or not, here I come. And at that time, we're looking at this and we're thinking, okay, what the heck does that mean? Fast forward to a retweet, okay, on August 16th, 2022 from DTCC. They wrote, ready or not, here they come. So was this a hint for what was coming down the pipe with this new Project Ion platform? Things that make you go, Also notice this, guys. DTCC, Project Ion, represents one of the largest DLT initiatives in equity settlements across the FinServ industry. DTCC has selected R3's Corda as the underlying DLT technology for the Project Ion platform, and they posted that on August 22nd, 2022, just yesterday. And notice the time also, 8:22 a.m., 8:22, August 22nd, which is also 8:22. Bringing us back to this Bubba Cugs chart, August 22nd, all the money, US dollars. And this announcement, moving money for most trades in the United States, which would be, in fact, denominated in US dollars. All things that make you go, So was Mr. Poole privy to this? Has he been privy to this entire time? If I scroll down here, somebody else, Cowboy Crypto here, also posted that Mr. Poole just tweeted DTCC. I don't have a date or timestamp on this. What was this? He just take a look, closer look. Okay, this is just somebody's tweet alerts from Mr. Poole, but he did eventually tweet DTCC. And Ian.XRPL also pointing out some interesting connections. DTCC's settlement services offered through DTC. DTC is a member of the U.S. Federal Reserve System, so let's not forget about that. Donald Donahue, former CEO of DTC, is at Ripple. Michael Barr, as I mentioned the other day, I'll link a video up here in the top right-hand corner about Michael Barr, former Ripple advisor, now at the Board of Governors at the Federal Reserve. Let's also not forget Craig DeWitt, Director of Product at Ripple, sits on the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force. Sandy O'Connor, Chief Regulatory Affairs at JP Morgan Chase, is now a Ripple board member. And Anja Manuel, former National Securities Advisor and former Secretary of Defense, is also now a Ripple board member. And Sir Trades a lot down here, also noticing that timestamp. 8:22 on August the 22nd seems like a very deliberate time to post this. And sure enough, this is exactly when DTCC did post their Project Ion initiative tweet on Twitter. So the connections get deeper, guys. Also, the Breath in Joe's Nostrils posted this. What's the one thing R3 can't talk about? Okay, I don't know if you guys remember this. So again, just another screen grab of this tweet. And do you remember the bearable guy riddle with the owls? Just knowing chances still exist in this world for regular people to have a possibility of changing their lives because of XRP and Ripple's auspicious plans makes life bearable and fun. Keep your eye, the letter I, on the prize. This was a tweet back from 2019, and Riz bringing up something very interesting. Is R3 CEO Richard Brown still not allowed to talk about Ripple? This was an interview from a while ago. Listen to how he responds to the question from the interviewer.
Still working with Ripple at all as a company? I know that there was some extracurricular activity that was working its way through the courts, but and it's since been resolved. But I'm curious if there's ongoing discussions, since one of their primary focus is on the interbank settlement component that you're also touching.
So frankly, Ripple is probably the only topic I can't talk about. I just don't talk about it. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
And the genesis for this call, really.
It was the genesis for this call, and I wanted to know if you were still working for Ripple, but I guess if you can't talk about it, well, you can't talk about it. So this was since the lawsuit. I don't have a date for this particular interview, but this was since the lawsuit because he was asking about some things lawsuit related. So the CEO, Richard Brown, CTO of R3, still not allowed to talk about Ripple. I guess we do not know if that still is the case fast forwarding to 2022. Every cryptocurrency that solves a problem in this new financial system, guys, is going to be valuable, and for different reasons. I think one of the easiest things to do is just kind of focus on who's holding what and who isn't budging. I don't know if you guys remember this interview with Digital Asset Buy. A reminder that Tim Draper owns XRP. I wish I had asked him if it was via an options contract. I do not believe there are only 2 options contracts for XRP, though. This coming from Crypto Enthusiast here on Twitter. Listen to this clip. It's only about 26 seconds long. I guess maybe first I should read you these statistics. Greg Kidd, 1 billion XRP options contract. So Greg Kidd used to work for Ripple, and apparently it is public knowledge. There is a 1 billion XRP options contract that Greg Kidd holds. R3, 5 billion XRP options contract before the lawsuit, so we don't know if that has changed or not, nor do we know the prices or dates of these contracts when they expire. I wonder if anyone else has an XRP options contract, pre-allocated XRP. Listen to this.
Are you an owner in Ripple or XRP or both?
Well, Ripple is XRP is the Ripple currency. Yes, I'm an owner of Ripple or XRP.
When the SEC lawsuit came out, did you sell all of your XRP?
Oh no. I'm on the whole industry. I am very optimistic.
I feel like that is Tim Draper, but that actually could be Greg Kidd if I'm not mistaken. Nevertheless, R3 with a $5 billion XRP options contract. We have the CEO saying, he still cannot talk about anything Ripple or XRP related. This was post-lawsuit. I would assume that if they no longer had a relationship with Ripple, that he'd say, no, we don't work with Ripple anymore. And he did not say that. We've got the DTCC announcement coinciding with Mr. Pool's prediction and the August 22nd portion of the timeline. Is it any surprise that XRP is going to be one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies in the future of currency and payment systems? This coming from XRPsnakey.xrp here on Twitter. A quick clip of Kevin O'Leary summarizing the new financial system.
Teach me any capital out of a bank. Don't send me Swiss francs, euros, or British pounds. That's just a total headache for me. Go figure out USDC and I'll take the risk myself on it. But that's going to take a long time to happen. I tell everybody this is the future of currency. It's the future of payment systems. It's the 12th sector of the economy. Get over it and start learning about it. Before the pandemic, if you were 65 years old sitting in a condo in Miami Beach and you never used your phone to order groceries, well, now you do, because otherwise you would have starved to death. You couldn't go to the grocery store. You figured out how to download one of those apps and start ordering food. And now you're totally hip to it. And you live your life on your phone, and that was because you had to. The same thing's going to happen in cryptocurrencies.
The same thing is going to happen to cryptocurrency. So as Kevin O'Leary mentions here, the 12-second economy, the future of finance going to be running on distributed ledger technology. XRP is going to be at the center of this, and DTCC just one part of this new economy. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.